from the team you can trust. This is News 8 at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Leah Lando. Mark is off this afternoon. The U.S. reported more than 217,000 new COVID-19 cases yesterday, shattering the previous record. Daily deaths are also climbing, with nearly 2,900 nationwide yesterday alone. Adriana Diaz reports from Chicago.
If we don't act now, our hospital system will be overwhelmed.
California Governor Gavin Newsom announced plans to impose the strictest lockdown orders his state has seen since March, after hospitalizations there jumped nearly 200% in the last month.
We are announcing and introducing a regional stay-at-home order in the state of California, fundamentally predicated on the need to stop gathering with people outside of your household.
The order shutters salons and bars and limits restaurants to takeout and delivery only in regions of the state where ICUs reach 85% capacity. The governor expects most of the state to hit that threshold in the next few days. Help is on the way in the form of new vaccines, one of which was already approved in the UK. On the CBS News podcast, The Takeout, our Major Garrett asked Dr. Anthony Fauci why the UK approved Pfizer's vaccine first.
I love the Brits. They're great. They're good scientists. But they just took the data from the Pfizer company, and instead of scrutinizing it really, really carefully, they said, okay, let's approve it. That's it.
Fauci later apologized, saying he has confidence in the UK's scientists and regulators. But a vaccine can't come soon enough. On Chicago's South Side, the crush of new COVID patients has doctors and nurses at Roseland Community Hospital wondering how long they can hold on.
I'm actually afraid that we're going to get overrun.
Nurses like Alma Abad don't just treat COVID patients, she comforts them. In the ICU, she set up this iPad to connect 85-year-old Florence Bolton to her grandkids.
We love you. And we have some developments on the Pfizer vaccine. According to a Wall Street Journal report, the company had to cut its production target for the end of the year in half because of issues with ingredient standards. The company says it made those revisions back in November and that the U.S. is still on track to receive its 20 million dose allotment by the end of the year. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Chicago.
Well, meanwhile, a record number of people in our region are now in the hospital with COVID-19, leaving a shortage of beds and other necessary resources. Now, health officials are anticipating another spike in cases and hospitalizations during the holiday season. County Health Commissioner Dr. Michael Mendoza says the only way to not overwhelm hospital staff is to flatten the curve.
Now is frankly the time to stop gathering outside our household. The curve refers not just to beds and ventilators in the hospital, but it refers to the capacity represented by the people, the nurses, the respiratory therapists, and the doctors.
URMC announcing this week it will postpone some non-essential surgeries to make resources more available to COVID patients. And a look now at the latest numbers from around our region. In Monroe County, 654 new cases, the largest single-day increase, 19 new deaths, 473 people hospitalized, 93 in the ICU. Taking a look at Ontario County, 70 new cases, 15 people are in the hospital, close to 1,000 people are in quarantine there. In Steuben County, we have 47 new cases there, 333 are active, 2 more people have passed away, bringing that total to 104. In Wayne County, 39 new cases, no new deaths, 20 total, 271 active cases, 35 of those are linked to nursing home, according to officials there. 27 inmates have now tested positive for COVID-19 at the Monroe County Jail. All COVID-positive inmates have been moved to separate housing. 181 are in quarantine. At this time, we're told no visitors are allowed at the jail. Free asymptomatic rapid testing sites in Rochester will open this weekend. They will be located at East High on Main Street, Benjamin Franklin School on North Street, Wilson Magnet on Genesee Street, and Jefferson High School. They will open on select dates and times. Pre-registration is encouraged, but walk-ins will be accepted. For more information about those dates and times, head to rochesterfirst.com. Well, New Yorkers are being warned about a potential scam involving text messages about pandemic relief. Maybe you've seen these. The state's Division of Consumer Protection put out an alert about scams offering financial help during this pandemic. People are now being warned against text messages, emails, and calls that require you to give out your personal information for relief payments.
Unsolicited information, around something as important as a vaccine or, wiring money out of your bank account. If it's unsolicited, if it's not something you asked for, we always talk about having a healthy paranoia. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
And he says another common scam, text messages asking for donations for people suffering from COVID-19. He says if you do want to donate, reach out to charities or the Red Cross directly to do so. The Rochester Fire Department investigating after a fire broke out at the Monroe County Jail this morning. Crews on scene say it started on the 5th floor. The cause at this point is unknown. We're told nobody was injured. New York State Police are asking for your help finding a missing teenager from the Canandaigua area. Take a look at the picture. 15-year-old Juliana Gonzalez is 5 feet 2 inches tall, about 150 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen on November 30th and may be in the Rochester area. Troopers are asking anyone if you have any information about her, call 911. Action for Education Equity is launching a fundraising campaign for the Rochester City School District. The volunteers say they were motivated by the district's estimated $200 million budget deficit. Some parents say this is a chance to help students by giving back and improving conditions.
Kind of like be that bridge where you could say, okay, right, it's good to fund this or that, but like let's give the school district our support with as much money as possible to fund the programs they need.
We're told they hope to raise $86 million through online donations, events, and auctions, and we're told all of the money will go directly to the school district. The newest exhibit at the Rochester Museum and Science Center honoring women who have helped change the world right in our own backyard. Take a look. The Change Makers features more than 200 women from past and present who made a huge impact in the greater Rochester area, including a local artist, Almeda Whitus, a tremendous storyteller and author who traveled all over the world connecting with audiences, and from right here in Rochester.
I don't do what I do for recognition. I mean, yes, I do, but it wasn't about building a legacy. It was only about touching people in ways that have helped make me a better human being. And for them to recognize it and put me in such a venerated exhibit, it's like, wow.
Changemakers will be open to the public through spring of 2021. Well, still to come, how one Santa is getting creative to help make the holidays special for all kids.
You're watching News 8, the team you can trust. Mark Gruba and meteorologist Josh Nichols. You're watching News 8 at noon. Here's what's coming up tonight on Channel 8 WROC.
Auto Outlets USA is open for business. If you're looking to buy or sell, we're here to help. Over 100 vehicles under 12 grand. Great prices in a safe environment. AutoOutletSUSA.com.
People used to call me Twinkle Toes, Fancy Feet, Tippy Toes, because I used to walk on the balls of my feet. My friend David told me to go to the Good Feet store.
When Victor came in, he was in a lot of pain.
My pain level was always at a 8, 9, or 10.
He was just there for his free fitting.
Once Beth sized me and put my arch supports into my shoes, I immediately knew.
When he took those first couple of steps, you could see it in his eyes. He was convinced.
I'm able to enjoy the things that I enjoy doing. And people don't call me Twinkle Toes anymore.
Thank you. We see a lot of that at Goodwill and mean it. Your donations and purchases fund Goodwill programs and services that have changed over 150,000 lives. Goodwill couldn't do that without you. So thank you. Good deals, good cause, Goodwill.
We have the area's best selection of vinyl planks, hardwoods, tiles, and carpeting. You've been to the other guys. Now come see what the best has to offer. Overstock Flooring.
Order online and pick up in store. Why pay more?
Genesee Valley Physical Therapy.
You're watching News 8.
Welcome back. Well, visits with Santa Claus this year will look a lot different with social distancing and face coverings. Even more of the magic could be lost for kids who are hearing impaired. And Wyatt Little shows us how one Santa is getting creative to help.
Hello.
Hello again.
Lucas Phelan got FaceTime with a very important man this month. The 5-year-old shares a special bond with this signing Santa. Both have cochlear implants to help them hear.
Lucas is 5 years old. Around the age of 2, we became aware of his hearing loss.
It's not the same. I really want to be able to hug the kids myself, but I know that, maybe I can't do that this year.
This year, that means visits are virtual. Santa is working closely with Hitch Up. The nonprofit connects families with children who are deaf or hard of hearing.
It really is special to me because of the support that they give, the encouragement, and the positivity of everything.
This year is particularly tough for those who are hard of hearing.
The introduction of wearing masks with COVID-19 has definitely presented some challenges for us. It really muffles the sound, particularly if you're at a distance.
I want to show you my command center, Lucas.
To make the moment extra special, Santa is sharing a glimpse of his reindeer camera and even a peek inside his workshop.
My favorite part was seeing the reindeer.
Despite some of the obstacles in our environment today, people are still willing to do a lot for our children, so it's really special.
This jolly fellow will keep spreading joy, even at a distance, one sign at a time.
I, an L, and a Y. Put them together, I love you.
In Charlotte, Ann Wyatt Little.
Merry Christmas.
Helping people get in the holiday spirit. Great story there. Well, Stokey Farms is bringing a little piece of Christmas to service members. The Christmas Tree Farm is taking part in Trees for Troops for the 16th year. Today, local volunteers helped load a FedEx truck. This year, over 14,000 trees will be delivered from various Christmas tree farms around the country. The trees being picked up here are going to New Mexico. All right, Josh joins us now with a look at the forecast. 44 degrees, and where's the sunshine?
Yeah, it's nowhere to be found today, but it'll be back. So will the cold air, and so will a few novelty snowflakes to add to the holiday spirit. But for now, it's just overcast, as you see here. Checking out the almanac, not too much of a spread there between this morning's low and the high temperatures so far because of that cloud cover. Tracking a little light rain and a few snowflakes. We'll tell you all about them in my forecast.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. Coming up, you know who that is. It's a Holly Dolly Christmas. A look at a new holiday special coming up next.
Bill Gray's open daily. Order online at billgrays.com.
At Dorschel, we're committed to doing our part to flatten the curve while keeping essential workers in our community safe and on the move. Our new distance-based sales process allows everyone to perform all aspects of vehicle shopping online at Dorschel.com.
It was really easy to complete the information online, and when I got to the dealership, it was just a seamless operation. It allowed me to get in and out of the dealership really quickly.
So please, stay well and keep moving at Dorschel.com.
I'm Jimmy Dean, and thank you very much for letting us become just a little part of your holiday. And we sincerely hope that Jimmy Dean sausage might make your holiday just a little bit brighter.
Happy holiday to you.
Do you need cash? For over 40 years, Ridgecoin has been buying your diamonds, coins, gold, silver, jewelry, and watches. We buy it all. Head to one of our 2 locations, Jefferson Road or East Ridge and Culver.
Tell your gold to Ridgecoin. Now you're thinking smart.
This holiday, grow the adventure in your own galaxy with the Child Chia Pet. Just soak your chia, spread the seeds, water, and watch it grow. And there's Chewbacca Chia Pet. Groot is a Chia Pet too. Jack Skellington is also a Chia Pet. And
I'll be the plant. You are a plant.
Golden Girls Chia Pets. Get Chia Pets, the gift that grows. At Walgreens, Lowe's, Rite Aid, and Target. Makes a great gift.
When you're as dedicated to your clients as William Matar.
Out there, huh? Of course, not as hot as the negotiations on the O'Brien case last week.
Your mind isn't on anything else.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a big steak, William.
Reminds me of the huge settlement we got for the Kramers.
Mom, this movie's suspenseful, isn't it?
It reminds me of that case you won last week.
But that's because he's always trying to win your case.
Attention Dish subscribers, don't sit still while you're locked out. You have lost the full range of our programming that you pay for. All our primetime, gone. All our morning shows, gone. All our local news, sports, and weather, gone. All gone. Take action now. Tell Dish to return your station. Call now 800-333-3474 and tell Dish to return your station. That's 800-333-3474. You're watching News 8.
Well, despite the pandemic, people are finding a way to celebrate the holidays safely, and country music superstar Dolly Parton is here to help. Nancy Chen has a preview of her new special, A Holly Dolly Christmas.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Dolly Parton is spreading Christmas cheer with her new special.
Right now, during this time, it's important to put as much love and as much light and as much joy as you can out there to the people. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
The country music superstar shares songs from her new holiday album, as well as personal memories from her childhood.
Growing up in the mountains, we didn't have a lot of stuff. We had a lot of good stuff, things money don't buy anyway. Things like love and kindness and understanding and all that stuff that you really need.
The multiple Grammy winner isn't just an entertainment icon, she's also a philanthropist. Earlier this year, it was revealed that her $1 million donation to help fight the pandemic led to the development of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine.
I'm hoping for a better new year, as I'm sure you are, because, Lordy, this one couldn't get much crazier, could it?
She says she believes better things are on the way.
I believe to my very core we'll walk again in the sunshine by the seashore.
Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
And we'll sing and be happy again.
Well, Holly Dolly Christmas airs this Sunday, December 6th at 8:30 p.m. right here on CBS. Can't wait to see it.
From the weather team you can trust, here's meteorologist Josh Nichols.
And on this December the 4th, we're just 3 weeks from Christmas, so it'll be nice to have a few snowflakes to possibly put us into the holiday spirit. And I think we'll be able to do that as we work our way into the weekend. Low temperatures this morning, nothing too much to write home about here. Largely in the upper 30s. Temperatures really haven't gone that far from there. After our cloudy morning, we now have a couple of showers to talk about, and temperatures today will be largely in the mid-40s for highs like they were yesterday. Unfortunately, there's just no sunshine to talk about here for the day today. So kind of a gray and ultimately a dampish Friday as we deal with a little bit of light rain. A lot of this is going to be of nuisance value, whatever few flakes and showers that fall. As we head into the weekend, there's a storm on the map, but it's a big storm, although it's a big miss with a few flakes for us off of Lake Ontario. A brisk breeze off the Big Lake Sunday, but heavy rain and snow will stay into the New England states with possibly some pretty big snowfall tallies coming in from the mountains of New Hampshire and Maine. And then what follows for us is quite a chill going into early next week. We're not going to add too much to these snowfall tallies going into the weekend, fractionally so. You know, by this point last season, we had nearly 2 feet of snow. We're talking about maybe 2/10 of an inch of snow going into later tomorrow and into Sunday here in Rochester. The best chance for picking up on a little bit of accumulation, the Bristol Hills. Also might even get some Finger Lake effect snow, courtesy of a north wind going into Sunday morning on the south end of Seneca and Cayuga Lake. Low pressure ramping up here, carving a path from the mid-Atlantic, delivering a serious soaker to southeastern Massachusetts. And again, some pretty good snowfall here for interior New England. What that does is it puts us squarely in a north-northwest wind, keeps us cloudy with a few flakes for both Saturday and for Sunday. Again, novelty snowflakes, but you may wake up tomorrow morning and see a few of those flakes flying even here in Rochester. Right now it's just cloudy, 44 degrees. There's a lot of dry air in place, so that's why not much is falling, even though radar is showing it. 47 in Dansville. Feels like it's in the 30s with that breeze. There's the moisture. That's the southern part of the jet that's going to infuse with the northern branch of the jet to deliver that storm system to the coast. Radar right now with the cold front coming in doesn't show very much falling to the ground. A lot of this is aloft. But ultimately, we will see a few showers here going into the evening, so having an umbrella is a good idea. There's the 8-day forecast, a few flakes, nothing special, just novelty flakes for early Saturday. 37 is the top temp, colder on Sunday. few flurries still fly into the Finger Lakes, and those chilly breezes are with us into early next week, but the temperatures do moderate into next week, Leah.
Yeah, at least we have a return to the 40s there.
There you have it.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, still to come in Health Watch, how gastric bypass surgery could help people with type 2 diabetes.
Henrietta Mall Antiques. Shop or sell. The best deal in town.
I'm Susan, I'm 52, and I live in San Francisco, California. I have been a sales and sales management professional my whole career. Typical day during the work week is I'm working, but first always going for a run or going to the gym. Love reading. I love cooking healthy. It's super important to me. I was noticing that I was just having some memory loss, but it was really bothering me. So I tried Prevagen, and it started to work for me. I wish I had taken Prevagen 5 or 10 years ago.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Locally owned, direct access, complimentary health club memberships. With telehealth visits in 12 convenient locations, you can
do what you love. We'll help you get there. Genesee Valley Physical Therapy.
How cool is William Matar? He once bowled a 300. Over 4 games. Goes by his nickname. He's the life of the party.
Sweater, but it wasn't a dog, it was a banana.
Sort of. So how cool is William Matar? Very cool. Heard in a car? Call William Matar.
For many years, the Salvation Army has collected donations during the holidays in red kettles. Red kettle donations remain, but they have taken on a modern approach. Now there are other ways to contribute. Online with Google Pay and Apple Pay by texting Rochester Kettle to 41444 or make a digital donation. And you can still drop cash in the red kettles as you shop. The dollars you give will continue to be used locally to help families most in need. Be generous. Your community needs you more than ever.
Where was your old mattress made? For more than 125 years, family-owned and operated Jamestown Mattress has always designed and built bedding right here in New York State. Factory direct for less. Customize your sleep at Jamestown Mattress.
Save up to 50% off store-wide. Plus, get 36-month financing or take an extra 10% off all Black Friday prices. Join us now through Sunday for all the fun.
In Health Watch this afternoon, if you have type 2 diabetes, gastric bypass surgery could help you achieve remission. New research from Oregon shows 57% of adults who underwent the surgery saw improved blood sugar levels in the long term. Gastric bypass surgery reduces the size of the stomach, causes hormonal changes, and could lower the amount of nutrients absorbed from food. Doctors at Boston's Children's Hospital say there was a sharp drop in pediatric asthma visits to the ER during the COVID lockdown earlier this year. Researchers say this could mean COVID is not increasing asthma exacerbations, and social distancing measures are beneficial to asthma patients. That's according to the study. Coming up, Josh has another look at the forecast. Plus, Santa taking a break from the busy North Pole to put on quite a show in an aquarium.
Today on WROC, The Talk at 2. Let's make a deal at 3. News 8 first at 4. Followed by Inside Edition. The Channel 8 afternoon lineup is sponsored by Crimson Ridge.
If an illness or injury prevents you from working, disability benefits can be a lifesaver. Call the law offices of Kenneth Hiller. We'll handle all the paperwork and fight for the benefits you deserve.
What is celebrating? It's a journey. A blissful event. It's sharing an experience with a mixture of inventive cuisine and unexpected delights. It's stylish and stunning, inspiring and exciting. Forget what's been done before. Discover the unexpected.
For 125 years, Volunteers of America has been serving those most in need in our community. During this crisis, we continue to shelter, feed, nurture, and care for those who have nowhere else to turn. We're in this together, and now is the time to help.
After my accident, I was devastated. Farachu Lang helped me have peace of mind.
We're dealing with real people who've sustained real tragedies, and these people need our help.
This settlement allows us to have freedom to be able to do what we want to do with the time we have left.
If you've been in an auto accident, you should call Farachi Lane.
Save your precious memories for future generations. Scott's Photo by Row will digitize old photos, slides, home movies, VHS tapes, even an envelope of negatives. Restore, retouch, or enhance your history by the pros at Scott's Photo by Row.
There are everyday heroes out there who go above and beyond the call of duty, and we want to share your stories.
Nominate a law enforcement officer, firefighter, or EMT for a first responder spotlight on RochesterFirst.com. Sponsored by Duncan.
You're watching News 8.
Finally this afternoon, the kids will like this. Santa Claus taking a swim. He made an appearance at an aquarium in Tokyo to welcome the holiday season. Santa taking a break from the busy North Pole to swim with banana fish, rays, a zebra shark, and a wreath. The aquarium has been hosting the Santa Show for more than 20 years, entertaining hundreds of people. This year, though, due to COVID, visitors were limited, but the show was still on, as you can see right there.
Next stop for him after that, the dry cleaners.
Yes, perhaps. I thought you were going to say the North Pole. It'd be cold to go back there in that wet suit.
That's right.
All right, so not too cold here.
Not too cold here. 44 degrees, Leah. Feels like 37. We'll pick up on a few sprinkles or some flurries here for this afternoon. The weekend, a few more flakes will fly. It's going to be a lot colder as well.
All right, thank you so much, and thank you for watching News 8. Have a great afternoon.
So long.
News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and our apps for both news and weather.